Epictetus's Stoic Teaching. Control this one thing and life gets easier. Have you noticed how the world seems to get louder just as you are seeking more quiet? After decades of navigating life seasons, raising families, building careers, and weathering the unexpected, you might find that your mind still catches on the same thorns. The what-ifs, the worries about the state of the world, or the choices of those you love. Do you ever wonder why, even now, the heart can feel so heavy with things you cannot change? There is a specific kind of freedom waiting for you in this chapter of your life. It isn't found by working harder or doing more. It is found in a single, ancient shift in perspective, a teaching from a man named Epictetus that can make the rest of your journey feel lighter than you ever thought possible. Imagine you are planning a quiet afternoon in the garden. You've prepared your tools, you've looked forward to the sun on your back. But suddenly, the sky darkens and a cold rain begins to fall. In that moment, there is a fork in the road. One path leads to frustration, to a tightened chest and a morning spent grumbling at the clouds. The other path is different. It is the path of the person who simply watches the rain, sets down their trowel, and picks up a book they've been meaning to finish. The rain is the same for both people. The only difference is where they placed their grip. One tried to grip the weather, the other gripped only their own response. This is the heart of Epictetus's Stoic teaching. Epictetus taught that our lives are divided into two very simple categories: things that are up to us and things that are not up to us. Our opinions, our intentions, and our own small actions, they are up to us. The weather, the past, the opinions of others, and the outcomes of the world, they are not. Modern science calls this the circle of influence. When we obsess over things outside our control, our brain stays in a state of high alert, the fight or flight response. It's exhausting for the body and cloudy for the soul. But when we consciously choose to narrow our focus only to what we can control, something beautiful happens in our biology. Our nervous system settles. The noise in our heads begins to fade, replaced by a steady, quiet clarity. But here is the part most people overlook. We often think that by worrying, we are doing something about a problem. In reality, we are only trading our peace for a phantom. To live this teaching, we don't need intensity. We only need a few gentle, sustainable habits. The morning filter. As you have your first cup of coffee or tea, ask yourself, what is one thing today I can actually influence? Perhaps it's the tone of your voice or the way you arrange your room. Let the rest belong to the world. The breath of release. When you feel that familiar spike of frustration, maybe at the news or a family member, take one slow breath. Mentally say the words, "Not up to me." See how it feels to simply let the thought pass by like a leaf on a stream. The evening softening. Before sleep, don't audit your failures. Instead, acknowledge where you showed up for yourself. Did you choose kindness? Did you choose patience? Those are your victories. These are not chores. They are gifts you give to your own spirit. As you move through this week, remember, you are not starting over. You are returning to yourself. There is a deep, steady strength in you that time has only refined. You have survived every storm life has thrown at you. Now, you have the permission to stop trying to hold back the rain and simply enjoy the shelter you have built within. Life gets easier when you stop carrying what doesn't belong to you. Be well. Be still. If this brought you peace, stay with me for the next chapter.